Hey, it's Deric Lipski coming to you live from inside my office. And as you guys may or may not know, my name is Deric Lipski, local agent, doing this about 20 years. Work at Keller Williams Real Estate. And if you're watching this video, you may have seen some of my other videos. And some of these questions I get from the viewers who watch us have stuff that they want to know about real estate. So if I can't answer you guys back in the comments, I'll actually make a video about it. And today we got about 10 videos we're going to crank out about certain subjects that people want to know. So the first one's going to be is, can't sell my house, but I need to move. And that's today's topic. I can't sell my house, but I need to move. So this is a situation in where you have your house on the market or something's going on and you just can't sell it and you got to get out for whatever reason that is, whether it's divorce, you got to sell, you got a job opportunity, could be a million different things. So today I'm going to give you some tips on how to sell it, or what your options are going to be if that's the case. Now, if you guys are wondering if we talk about certain subjects in here, I'll get to that as I go. But if you need to move, option one is to lower the price. I mean, if you guys have the house on the market and it's been 6 months and it can't sell, the market's pretty much telling you that the price is too high. Now, that only doesn't apply if no homes are selling. And then in that case, it's the market itself. So we're left with a couple options at that point. But let's just figure that maybe the price is just too high. So number one, you can always lower the price. The price is our biggest marketing tool, advertisement, everything. Price is the biggest tool we have in getting buyers in there with money and motivation. So if you guys have had this home in the market and it hasn't sold, 9 out of 10 times, it's going to be price. There's only 4 reasons why a home doesn't sell. Price is not one of them. 2, condition is another reason why a home wouldn't sell. 3 is location, and 4 is marketing. But when you get into condition, we talk about if your home hasn't sold, you can modify the house, right? You can upgrade the house to get it to sell. So let's say you can't lower the price. Okay, I can't lower the price because I owe that much. But the competition is such that I don't have granite countertops, I don't have this or that. Well, then you're gonna have to, if you want to sell, you're gonna have to compete with the competition and upgrade your property to that, at least to that level. I have another video on, how to sell fast, I think it is. And in that video, there's probably 15 tips on what to modify and where to put the money. Kitchens and baths are always first. I mean, let's face it, number one, you have to make sure the house is in livable condition. All this is the heat, electricity, AC, the roof, these things have to be in working order. If they're not, you have to fix those first and foremost. Number two, if we're talking about upgrading the property, now we get past that first level of conditional level. Now we want to upgrade it. You always sink money into kitchens and baths. Kitchen and baths is where people drive to, where people go to. Obviously, painting the house. Everyone's doing light gray with white trim. After you get through the kitchens and baths, you want to work on the walls and the flooring. If it's hardwood floors, you can just have them sanded and repolished. It makes a huge difference. And then obviously, painting the house, you can do that as well. Also staging the house. So sometimes the house won't sell because you just got too much stuff in there and people can't see what it is. It's very rare that happens, especially if you're working with a realtor, but believe me, not all realtors are created equal. There are some realtors that won't give you the right advice, or just, not that they don't want to give it to you, they just don't know the advice themselves. So staging may be an option for you as well. Number 3, if you have had it on the market and it hasn't sold, you may want to try a different agent. Again, this gets on that marketing factor of why homes don't sell. Listen, every agent is not created equal. We do different things at different levels. There's a reason why some agents sell 50, 60, 100, 200 homes a year, and other agents sell 5 or 10. Now, we each work within that year's time frame, have the same amount of time. Just some invest in training themselves and learning and trial and error and getting out there, and others just kind of hope it comes to them. So maybe try a different agent will give you different results. It's always an option to do that as well. I made a living on selling other agents' homes in the beginning of my career because I figured out quickly what they were doing wrong, and I learned how to get around that. The other option for you guys is to still keep it on the market and do a bridge loan. So if you're buying a house and you need to sell this one, then you can always do a bridge loan, have 2 loans until this one does sell. Eventually it will sell, or you rent where you're going. So if you have to sell, but you need to move and you can't sell, then keep it on the market and rent somewhere else. The other option for you for this house is to have someone else rent it from you. So that can be good and bad. I mean, there's a lot of things on there. I have another video coming up. Actually, we're going to do it today about renting. Should I rent my house or not? So you can go into the detail about that. If you find it there, you can find the details about that. But you can always rent it. And if you rent it, you can refi it if you need money out for a purchase somewhere else, you can refi it, pull the money out, and then rent it for that amount. Hopefully you can get that amount in the market. But the market we're in today is so hot, it shouldn't have a home not sell. And if it hasn't sold, there's really should be some obvious answers as to why there is. So price, modifying the house, trying a different agent, keep it on the market if you have to sell, and maybe do a bridge loan until it does sell, or rent. Or you can rent this property to keep it going. And renting is not a bad thing. It can work two ways. I've seen some guys who have the system down, success stories where they know how to check credit. They get a feel of people and they rent it out, and they get good people all the time. No one messes up the house, and they pay the rent on time every time. No evictions. That's the great part of it, because if you can get that done, they pay off the house for you. You don't even live there, and now you have a huge asset to sell whenever you choose to sell. The horror stories, more likely than not, are the ones where you have to get people evicted. They don't pay. You got to cover the mortgage for 6 months while they're in there. They're punching holes in the wall. They're pouring cement down the toilets. I mean, I've seen some horror stories of what these guys can do. Those are some of the options. So I hope this helps you guys in terms of, if you can't sell but you need to move, what you should be doing. If you have any more detailed questions, leave them below. I always try to answer them if I can. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. And if I can't answer it, and I think it's another video worthy, I will make a video about it and then link that video to that comment so you can see that. Anyways, as usual, it's your boy Deric coming to you live from my office. I'll talk to you next time.